9th, quarter hour, 2 p.m. arrived. We have our county salary board meeting preceding the annual board commissioners meeting. Call order before the salary board at some point. Roll call, members present, please.
Commissioner Reichelberger.
Present.
Commissioner Pache.
I'm here.
Commissioner DiFilippo.
Present.
Controller Whitcomb.
Here.
Okay. There's going to be a time on the agenda for public comment on issues before the salary board. Is there anyone seeing anything? So on item 4, we have the documentation for the salary board actions at hand for review on Thursday.
I'll make a motion to approve the salary board actions.
I'll second that motion.
It's moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We have also the minutes of the July 26th, 2021
I'll
meeting.
make a motion to approve the minutes of July 26th.
Second. It's moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Is there additional business to come before the salary board? Hearing none. We'll adjourn this meeting. Commissioners meeting, opening of the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call, members present.
Commissioner Reichelberger. Commissioner Pache.
I'm here.
Commissioner DiFilippo.
Okay, thank you. Item 3 is the opportunity for public comment on issues before the board of commissioners.
Nobody is on.
Here, okay, thank you. We'll move on. We have minutes of our July 22 and July 26 meetings in hand.
I'll move to approve those minutes.
Second. Moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, we also have the documentation regarding all transactions that were discussed Thursday. We have action on that.
Move to approve the personnel transactions.
I second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Okay, item 6, the discussion, potential approval for the county's higher education American Rescue Plan grant program that was briefly discussed last week. Was publicized on the local news media as well. We have Toby Farrows today, who's essentially the program administrator for our efforts on Rescue Act. So Toby, turn it over to you. Sure. Presentation.
So you should have received one-page briefing summary. That one-page briefing summary outlines the challenge that there's 5 higher educational institutions in Cumberland County, from the eastern edge of the county to the western edge of the county. They've all experienced big impacts relative to COVID-19 impacts. And this would be an immediate shot in the arm. It could be put out as a grant from the American Rescue Plan to help them in their recovery from COVID-19 and continue to operate and provide the services that they provide in Cumberland County. The applicant or the grantee, the way we've structured it in the guidelines, would have the grant program be eligible for any of the activities or ways that ARP funding can be used under the law, and it would accept applications from the universities and colleges in Cumberland County. Would be sent to all of them. It would be open for a 2-week period to receive applications. Will be available to work with them, provide any technical assistance, answer any questions along the way during that application period. And once we receive applications, we would meet, score those applications, rate them, and then be able to come back to you with any recommendations on awarding potentially any grants.
Questions for Toby?
I have a question, maybe a comment, maybe I'm just reading too much into this. The wording where it says grant awards will range from 50,000 to 1.5 million, depending on the sector. When I read that, it gives me the impression that we are going to award a grant of 1.5 million, or could potentially award a grant at 1.5 million. Could that wording be different? Should it be different? Like maybe 50,000 up to 1.5?
Yeah, it should be that, but that's what the intent is.
Okay.
We thought to make it worthwhile, set a minimum threshold of 50,000, that way applicants know what, that's the minimum, and then at the maximum end, don't come in and apply for 5 million, because there's no way you're gonna get an award of that amount. So it's meant to be an up to 1.5.
Keith, should it state that, or am I just reading too much into this?
No, if it clarifies it, I think it should be stated. Yeah.
Okay. That's the only question I had.
So it's this next sentence that has me a little bit concerned, where we say priority will be given to those institutions that did not receive direct public funding. That's really broad. What is direct public funding?
So in the actual application form, there's a question in there asking each applicant to identify any public funds that they've received directly as a result of COVID-19 impacts. So it's specifically tied to COVID-19 impacts. And it's meant to make sure that, if somebody's gotten a large amount of, or an entity's gotten a large amount of money already from COVID-19 and somebody else hasn't, we want to be aware of that, so that when you're making decisions, you're conscious of that.
Should we clear that up then?
Sure.
And so this is coming directly from the commissioners, this grant program?
We were suggesting that it be administered by Cumberland County and not one of the other entities in the county. It makes it faster to be able to get a grant out if from a timing perspective, rather than having a separate agreement from a county to another entity and have another entity administer it.
Okay.
Other questions, comments?
This piece about, Toby, if we are trying to get funds out because of COVID, this supporting enrolling undeserved populations, should that come out?
No, that's actually a requirement under ARP.
All right, thank you.
So we want to make sure that that's one of the questions on the application, to identify both the number of people that they serve that are from underserved populations, and there's a definition of that from the ARP legislation, and as well as percentage within their school.
Okay. And so I'm assuming we'll have a team from the county properly vetting all of these applications.
Correct. So they tend to have county staff and some CADIC staff participate on the review of the applications.
But CADIC is not handling the grant at all?
Correct.
Okay.
Any additional?
Thank you.
Are we prepared to take action on this today?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the Cumberland County Higher Education American Rescue Plan Grant Program as presented today, contingent on revisions suggested by the Board of Commissioners.
I'll second.
Seconded. There's no further discussion. We'll call the vote. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Toby.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on to items, agenda item 7, which is the contracts and grants that were reviewed at the workshop. As always, this is split into two major sections. Number one, existing contracts and contract extensions from number two, new contracts. Take these together or separate as desired.
I'm going to move to approve the contracts and grants set forth in the agenda at item 7, Roman numeral 1 and 2.
I'll second.
Okay, moved and seconded. Any further discussion or questions regarding this? Hearing none, we'll call the vote. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, motion carries. Okay, item 8 is the approval of the Department of Public Safety regarding donations for the LAPC Sarah Summit. As enumerated on the agenda, I believe we can adopt all of those total. So, motion on that.
Yes, I'll make a motion to approve the Department of Public Safety to receive the following donations to sponsor the 2021 Cumberland County LAPC Sarah Summit, which would be WorkNet Occupational Medicine in the amount of $250, Vitro Architectural Glass in the amount of $500, and PA Capital Chapter AHMP in the amount of $250.
I second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, item 9 is the capital project request that was reviewed as well, August 9 workshop. I'll open the floor for a motion on that.
I will move to approve the capital project request at Domestic Relations for a vehicle with a total project cost of $43,087.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, item 10 is the authorization, general disbursement transfer authorizations. We need approval on that to move forward with those.
Move to approve general disbursements, transfer authorizations as noted. Agenda item 10, A through F.
I second that motion.
Moved and seconded. All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, item 11, I wish to note the acceptance of the monthly reports for the month of July, having received the filings from the depository, the clerk of courts, the recorder of deeds, the register of wills, as well as the change of assessment notices. Let's completely move on to item 12, which is other business. Anybody have anything else to come forward? Okay. All right. In that case, I'll entertain a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Stand adjourned.